1075 WGCI, the size number one for hip hop and R&B. Is the morning show with the destined legend Leon Rogers, the beautiful Kendra G, myself, the shortest damn man in Chicago, Kyle. And man, on our Zoom interview right now, a couple of brothers doing big things, man. A new movie coming out. Kendra G is a part of it, so we got to talk about it. North of the 10, and we have the director and cast member, first director Rhyan LaMarr, saying with us. What up, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing, man? It's
Good,
always
man.
amazing to come home, man, to GCI. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we have cast member Don Benjamin with us as well. What up, Don?
What's going on? What's good? What's good?
No doubt. So let's talk about it. North of the 10, man. What is this movie about? What can people expect?
Go ahead, Don.
This movie is about brotherhood, man. This movie is about five guys trying to make it in life, make it to Hollywood, and sticking through the grind, coming up through the early ages of social media and learning that we can really do whatever we want. We don't need nobody else to help us get what we want. And it's a great film about brotherhood, man, and the journey of success.
Yes.
And it's about the industry in Chicago, that you don't need to leave the shy to work in Hollywood. It's about, five brothers trying to make it in Chicago to influence the world.
You know what, Ryan, what I love the most about you being a Chicagoan, as a director, you keep it Chicago as much as possible. And I just, I've been blessed. My two movies I've been in have been because of you, so I've been like, I have a personal gratitude for you. But just overall, why is it so important that you use this Hollywood space to always shine light on Chicago? And like you just said, make it known that you could do Hollywood things in the Chi.
Well, I mean, I think you just said it kind of without even knowing you were saying it, is that like we need to shine a different type of light on the city, on Chicago. We do a good job, a bad job, I say, in the media of portraying our city in one way. And I feel like Chicago has a lot of great things, that we don't necessarily highlight. And, coming from here, having dreams of, shooting on Michigan Ave and, shooting and bringing celebrities here and bringing actors and icons here to like showcase the city is what I always dreamed about. And so now that I'm able to do it, I'm always going to do it. I mean, you got people that highlight New York and, they shoot here, but they call it New York. You know what I mean? All the time, which we ain't going to name that show, but it's like, why don't y'all just call it Chicago? What was the difference? So, and now we got so many great projects here. Force is here now. Shout out to Joe, and like he's a Chicagoan and he brought it back to Chicago. You know what I mean? And so we got to keep doing that.
Yeah, and for the people out there, when he says shoot, he means shooting a movie. We shooting on Michigan, we shooting right now. We're talking about a movie. I talk to the little guys out there. They man on phone and they out there shooting on Michigan. No, we not. No, Ryan is talking about movie shooting. Don, I want to ask you a question, brother. How does it feel? How does it feel? And I know you probably are spoken for a man, by your lady, but how does it feel to have women ranging from the ages of 21 all the way probably up to 60, 65, jumping in your DMs ready to risk it all, brother? What is that life like? How how much of an ego boost is that every morning?
It's crazy, bro, because I'm numb to it now. When I first started, I was shook. I was like, I ain't know what to do with myself, but now I'm like numb to it, bro. And I really just realize it to, what I'm saying, to keep boosting my audience. But yeah, first, bro, I was like a kid in the candy shop. I was like,
oh, yeah. You got Shorty that's on Demon Time, and then you got, hey, sweet baby, I made this plate for you.
Right. I was like, man, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, man, that's crazy, bro. It's like a gift and a curse.
Let me ask you, Ryan, man, you talked about having dreams of shooting on Michigan Ave, and let alone acting. I know putting together a movie and as a director and all the responsibilities that come with it is difficult. You know what I mean? Every time you take on one of these movies, you're taking on a monster task. So how did you even get going in the business and, making it to the point where you can make the kind of movies you want to make?
Man, listen, shout out to the late, great Bernie Mac for giving me my first job on Mr. 3000. I was actually going to leave school and stop film and he gave me opportunity to shadow him, work as a production assistant. Ended up taking me back to the Bernie Mac show, like a couple years later, worked with him for about 3-4 years. And that introduction, I was brought in by the right person that was a humble person that loved Chicago, loved the South Side. Like, and and he was, working with people at the time like George Clooney and Brad Pitt, and he was still just a humble dude from the Chi. And so I kind of try to pay that forward. And I that's how I was taught, you know what I mean, by one of the GOATs. And so when I'm like getting to a place, I always kind of remember our conversations that we had. And for me, it's not easy. I mean, North of the 10 was shot in Chicago, Abu Dhabi, and Los Angeles. And this was an independent film. So we literally went from the Chi to Abu Dhabi, independently. And being minorities and doing it already is already hard as it is, just being independent filmmakers, and going international, which not too many people can do, whether it's independent or whatever, was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. But we were able to accomplish it, and we were able to do it on our own terms outside of the studio system independently. And I feel like that is a lot of what Chicago has going for us. A lot of independent artists that do things, that grind it out and hustle. And that's why I always pay homage to the Chi.
I love it. Also, it's available today on BET Plus. So this is like very exciting. I cannot wait to watch it. And Don, I want to bring it to you real quick because Leon already talked about girls being the DM and things of that nature. You're in North of the 10. And I think that, do you feel like sometimes because you've been born with the gift of attractiveness that you have to prove that, no, I can really act, like I'm not just a handsome man? So how has that been your struggle, a good struggle to have? But has that been a struggle for you throughout your career, proving that you really are just talented, not just a model?
Yeah, honestly, in every category, I feel like I always have to prove that. Even with modeling, like there was a point when I wasn't getting with any agency. Like agents were literally telling me, they're like, "You're like too attractive." One agent told me, "You're too attractive to get work," and I was like, "I don't even know what that means." Yeah, and then it's crazy because I left high school and I was doing music. Like I wanted to be a rapper when I was younger. So like I feel like every category is like a weird like appearance, stigma. And so for me, I'm like, let me work hard, let my work show, improve, and the right people are gonna see it and want to work with me. And the people that think I'm just a pretty boy that don't got no talent, then God be with them. But you know what I mean? I think I just really it makes me work harder for sure. Like I'm like, yo, I really want to take my craft serious with this film. Like I've been taking acting classes for the past 10 years. I've been studying, I've been working with coaches. Like I've been really taking the craft serious. So for Ryan to actually like believe in me and be like, yo, I want to align with you on this project, I want you to be my lead, was like, it was a blessing, and it's all timing really,
And if people don't understand, he was showing y'all some of his acting skills then. He froze on y'all and still kept talking. Then he went into a slow motion thing. But Don, you doing your thing, baby. You doing your thing. Ryan.
Yeah.
Quick question. I've always wondered this. As a director, you steer the ship. You row the boat. It's your vision. Mm-hmm. How do directors deal? Like, say you got an accomplished actor, because on Canal Street, you had Michael Telly Williamson on, who's one of my favorites. I love him. Him, like Delroy Lindo, them guys that don't really get talked about a lot. I love those guys, right? How do you direct a brother like that? Like, where does the you're in awe of him shut off? Say like you got a Denzel Washington on set, but Denzel ain't doing it the way you want him to do it, but it's Denzel. How do you navigate that, man?
Man, listen, one of the first actors that I worked with in that caliber was Bill Duke. He was in my first film, and I remember asking myself that question, like, how do I direct Bill Duke? Because when I went to Columbia College out here in Chicago, we had a Bill Duke course, right? Director course, because he's also a director. He's not just an actor. Right. So I'm like, well, how am I going to direct? I took a course. I didn't know, this is what I got to tell him. I just said, you read the script, go ahead and do it. But he told me, he said, as an actor, I'm always learning from younger directors and younger visions. And he said, your vision is your vision. So what you it's got to have a clear vision. And, you know, and I took that, and then that movie was Bill Duke and Malik Yoba. And they kind of gave me the confidence to have confidence in yourself enough to have a vision to tell them what you want. You just got to know what you want, you know? And so working with Michael T on Canal Street and Lance Reddick and Jamie Hector and Mekhi Phifer, and like, they gave me the confidence to be like, look, it doesn't matter if it's Mekhi or, you know, bartender number one. If you have a vision, you just got to tell them what it is. And then once you're in the heat of it and you're dealing with stress and crew and cast and time, all that go out the window. And literally they're on set and they're there for you. So you got to just tell them what you want. And if you don't, you burn them money anyway. So
when you get stressed, you literally got the green light to be like, Mekhi, get your ass over there and do it like this.
I mean, you know.
Hey man, put the coffee down, get your ass over here and do this line so we can go.
But hey man, you know what though? You know, the greats respect the craft. They come off book and they're ready to work, you know. And that's one thing that I've learned from them is like they're ready to work and they'll humble themselves enough to work.
Lawrence Fishburne, you gotta pee. So what? We on the clock. Stand here. Take 2. Action.
Hilarious.
It's the rookies that be the most hard-headed.
Right.
That's what they say the same thing in the music industry, right? The people that are new are the ones that give people the most problems.
Man.
Got an entourage. You've been on the scene for 2 months, got an entourage of 30 people.
Right.
Meanwhile, Morgan Freeman smoking a cigarette in the alley by himself.
Right.
All right, so look, nobody's asked it yet. I gotta ask, man. Kendra's in this movie. What's Kendra's role, man? We got
no, Kyle. I'm looking at my Twitter. Dudes right now asking like, does Kendra have a news scene? That's what the guys are
Yeah, so what's Kendra's role in this movie?
Twitter timeline.
Go ahead, Ryan. You want to tell them or do I tell them?
Go ahead, tell them.
Well, no, you tell them. You tell them.
Listen, she's not a news anchor and she's not playing herself.
I'm not playing myself, but I do host one party scene that I got to kind of be in what I normally do as a radio personality. But in Ryan's first movie, Canal Street, I played literally myself, Kendra G at WGCI. At this one, I'm like, I got a scene with Terrence J. And I feel like, well, I guess I was like the host of a party for him coming.
Don't give him too much.
Okay. You got, how about this, Kyle?
Are you a girlfriend? Are you a girlfriend to anybody? A love
How about this? You have to watch it. It came out today on BET Plus, so you can watch North of the 10 to see if I had a new scene or not.
I'm about to text my boy. Kendra say, watch, she get naked, 30 minutes.
Put it up, Leon. Put it up.
It's done. Done deal.
All right, well, listen, man. Congratulations on the new film, North of the 10. Don Benjamin, we appreciate you, man. Ryan, LaMarr, we appreciate you, bro. And man, one last words from either one of y'all brothers, man, for everybody and why they should check out this movie.
So I'll let Don close it. But look, if you are about independent film, if you're about positive Black film right now, go to BET Plus. It's out today, and go check that out.
All right.
Yeah. Definitely support positive Black films. Be encouraged, be inspired. This film will definitely leave you feeling inspired, motivated, and ready to get to work, man. So definitely check it out.
North of the 10, BET Plus, man. Everybody go check it out, man. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Chicago representing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ryan, for always keeping it in the shy.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Bye, Don. If you got a twin that we could sell, let me know. I can put him on eBay. He can make a lot of money if he look like you.
Hey, Don, just send me the 65 and up DMs.
I'm gonna form them all too.
With the plates. They got the plates. Send them to your boy.
I'm gonna send them through.
All right, bro. Appreciate you, Don.